So this is another little video clip about the Seasiders Heritage Mural Project, as we're grandly calling it, and I'm joined by our creative genius and artistic coordinator, Damien, who is standing in front of one of his existing bits of work around Clevedon, and we thought this was a good place to have a chat. Because people should be familiar with your work around town. You've done about 3 different pieces.
Yeah.
So do you want to give us a little bit of background as to how you got into being a mural artist? Where did that all come from?
Well, I did art at school. So I was painting from a very young age, then went to college, did art. When I first started teaching, I did a mural for a school, which led to another school, which led to more large-scale paintings. And I've been doing that ever since, really.
So, but where did the mural thing start? Because some people paint tiny little pictures on enamelled stuff, and you're doing huge walls. So what attracted you to that?
It's a very physical kind of art. It's a very physical kind of painting. That appeals to me a lot, rather than being in a small enclosed space. You're taking it outside, which is really lovely. It tells lots of stories as well. It's nice to get into a project and learn about an area and try and convey it to people who don't know the area as well. So a bit of history is often really, I don't know, it's quite exciting to sort of show people.
And that's why, I suppose, looking at your work around town, you've obviously been standing in front of a steam train, which was the area where the station used to be in the centre of town. You've done the seafront with the pier, you've done Hill Road as well. And this project is very much also about placemaking and the football club within the town. So I guess that fits. What sort of elements of the history so far that you've come across are you most interested in?
There's a few. I didn't really like the club moving 3 times. So the club's been all around Clevedon town. So lots of areas of Clevedon have a connection to the club, whether they know it or not.
Yep. A lot of them don't know it. That's right.
Starting from Dial Hill to Tenworth Road to the Hand Stadium.
Yep.
So it's that side of it is really interesting to me. What do I think? Also the sort of just the connections to sort of the local players who've gone through. Also the sorts of links we can get with the landmarks of the town. So obviously people think of the pier and associate that with Clevedon straight away. So it's nice to have other things that they don't necessarily know about Clevedon. Maybe the club being one of those things. So I'm learning as we go, which I find quite exciting. So that's good.
And also we're trying to get young people from around the town involved as well. And I know you've done sort of public artworks and stuff like that. So this is a familiar territory for you as well. So how do we hope we're going to get them involved with the actual process?
I'm hoping, and we've kind of started this already, that they will help with the design aspect of the wall. They often, working with young people often brings out a side that I don't necessarily think of straight away. I'm always surprised by their ideas, always sort of, even when it comes to the end of a design process, if someone all of a sudden comes up with like something you hadn't thought of at all, it's brilliant, and that tends to come from young people. So it's good. It's working really well, and it's going to work really well when we see more young people getting involved as well. So.
Great. So there's still obviously time for people to get involved, which is great. So they can contact us if they want to get involved with that.
Yeah. And whether it's in the design or whether it's in the actual painting.
Okay, great. So we'll keep up to date with the project as we go along, but that gives people a bit of a flavour of where we're at. And thanks for your time.
Cheers.